Hello everyone, I've got Baloo with me, and today I'm going to show you how to start building Adventureland. First thing I want to do is make some tweaks here to the entrance of the park based on some changes that I did inside the toy box for Adventureland. And the first thing we're going to do is rotate this building, and I'm going to put the door here. And then we're going to add a balcony. And the reason I'm doing that is so that we have windows on that side of it. So that's what we need there in order to have this look like what we're going to build in a moment in Adventureland. The next thing we're going to need is the toy box door to get us there. So we'll go up to the Gameplay Toys drawer. And the toy box door is the default toy. It's at the start of the drawer. And you can see I've already placed one over here. And you just want to place this out of the way. And we'll open up the properties. And right now I've got this set to the Haunted Mansion because I had placed this here earlier to bring out some interior toys for the Enchanted Tiki room. So we're going to change this. And we're going to, let's see, I don't think I've already created Adventureland. No, I have not. So we're going to do a new toy box. This will be an empty toy box. And for the level name, we're going to call it Adventureland. And I'm typing that in on my Wii U. There we go. And we'll go ahead and save. And that's creating our new Adventureland toy box now. And everything else that's there is fine. Alright, now we're going to need a trigger area so that we can get there. And for this, we're going to set this up here across the entrance. So when they go through this arch, that's where they'll end up. And I think I'm going to rotate it like this to make it easier to grab this handle. We're going to stretch this across the length of the opening here, like that. All right. And then we'll open the logic menu for the trigger area. We'll do a new logic connection when entered by player any. Come over to our toy box door and change the level. So this works the same as you've seen many times before already. And then the last thing we need here is the locator for when we return. So we'll place that right out here. And I want to make sure the little blue dot is facing out. Like that. Alright, so then we'll open the properties. And for the door destination tag, we'll set this to 3. Fantasyland was set to 1, so the locator that's over here beneath the archway there is set to 1, and the one over here underneath the monorail is set to 2. So this one will set to 3. Alright, and at this point I'm going to go ahead and save my toy box and then go through that trigger area, and I'll meet you in our new toy box in just a moment. Okay, here we are in our new toy box, and all I've done so far is place my Danville Sky power disc on the Disney Infinity base, and I placed a boombox out ahead of me off of the terrain over here to turn off the music. I've also placed a few toys that we're going to need as we build the entrance on this side of the toy box here, just to help so I don't have to scroll quite so much. I love Blue. But anyway, as we get started here, the orientation for the toy box as we enter, I want it to be the same as Main Street USA, which means we're going to be entering from this end of the toy box. And so we're going to build off in that direction. So as we start, I'm going to set the terrain theme here to be the toy box terrain. I'll set that to be the theme. And that creates that. And then underneath the terrain category, we're going to drop a few more of those large blocks. So we're going to go right off the end of this one. And we're going to put a total of 3 of them. This will be the length of the toy box here. And then we'll start over in this corner. So as we enter, Adventureland is going to spread out in that direction. And let me pull up my screen grabs here so I can be sure I've got everything I need as we get started. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is actually come over here and we're going to grab this piece, which is part of the archway as you lead into this world. And we're going to drop this about 1 block off the corner. So 1 block off of this corner like that. And then in the blocks drawer, since we're right here, let's go ahead and grab this large block wall. We're going to place this right behind that piece like this. And we'll go ahead and style this to match what was in Main Street USA, which is mainly this jungle texture right here. I'm going to set that to be my theme. We're going to place 3 of these like that. And then I think, nope, sorry, we need 1 more. 4 of these. There we go. Okay. So there is that. Now the next thing we will do is pick up the archway here, this support arch, and I'm going to put this right over here like this, right where we had it in Main Street USA, and I'm going to change the theme of this, and we're going to set it to be the wood one. I believe that's the correct. Nope. Was it plastic? Nope. Plastic wood 2. That's the one. I'll set that to be the theme. Sorry about that. I thought I had that written down, but it was incorrect. Alright, we need 2 of these like that. Okay, and you saw where this was, by the way, when I picked it up. That is from Building Sets Group 1. And then this piece is also from Building Sets Group 1. It's part of the Ewok set from Rise Against the Empire. And we're going to place this right up here on top of this arch. And then this piece comes right down here like that. And we want to center that on there like so. Okay, so this is the entrance then, the archway leading in. And then over here we have these tikis, and I wasn't sure if it would remember where I had scrolled. That's why I dropped these down over here. So we're going to place these up here like this, next to the thing here, and we're going to put this one in like so. And this doesn't really matter, except that I want to match what I had in the other toy box. So I'm kind of a stickler for detail that way. So I want these tikis to be in the same order that I had them in over there. And let's see. I think this one again. And then this one again. So we have a total of 6 of those. That was how I had them set up in the other toy box. And then behind these we had some palm trees. And these are from the Pirates of the Caribbean set. It's these trees right here. And they fit right back in here pretty well. And I think, let's see. And this one set like that. And another one set in here like this. I think I actually had this one rotated. I think it was like that. Or maybe it was the larger tree. I think it was that one. Sorry about that. Again, you just want to make this match what you had in the other toy box just because. Just because. That's what we had. So that when you come through this door, it just doesn't look like it's all changed. You want it to look as close as possible to what you had originally. So that it makes sense that, oh yeah, I came through this door and now this is just a continuation of what I saw in the other toy box. And then here we're going to set these Frontier top wall pieces. And I think, yeah, I think they went all the way up against the back. They came to there. Okay. So there is that. And then the other piece I had put down was this building over here. So we'll grab that. That's from Building Sets Group 4. And again, this is from the Pirates of the Caribbean playset. And this goes in here. Yeah, like that. And there's 3 of them. And I want the flat edges out on this side, like that. And then we have our tall building right here with the door up above. And our balcony. Like that. And then our roof. And I think this roof goes like this. Hold on just a second. Trying to find my screen grab here. Yeah. That's how I had that. Okay. So that duplicates what we had on the original. And then over on this side of the archway, I'm trying to find my screen grabs. I thought I had this so organized. Just the way it goes. All right. Back to our plants drawer. Back to these palms. And the first one is this shorter palm, which is going to come in right here like this. And I had this set up like that. Okay. And then right behind it is the big one. And this one is oriented like that. No, I had it right like that. And then kind of halfway in between over here, we have this one, we have this, and we have this. And in front of those, we have this small Fantasy Terrain 1 sitting in here like this. And when we style that, that's going to use the pirate theme as well. Just makes for a good jungle theme. Okay, so there is the entrance. It's shaping up. And now we need the wall that was behind that. So we'll go back to the blocks drawer. We're going to come over here to the right, back to the beginning of the drawer, to these tall blocks. We're going to place this one right behind those trees, and we're going to put the style back to the jungle theme. I'll set that to be my theme. And we'll put down 2 more of these, like that. And then we go back to the large block wall. And we want to put this in here so that we're on that side of the seam here, intersecting that block, not this way. And we're going to place 3 of these across, followed by a large block wall there, like that. And then back to the large block wall, and this is going to sit, has to sit like that. And we're going to put this here like so. And I think we only need 1 of these. Yeah. Okay. All right, back to the plants drawer. Sorry for the delay. I was looking at my screen grabs again. We're going to come back over to these palm trees. We're going to put a row of these across the back right in here. This is why those blocks have to be situated the way they are so they don't bump into these trees when we want to plant them. And I want these to be in here. Let's see, like that. And that. And third one goes like this. For the next one, we're going to use this plant. The next one will come in here and rotate it like that. And the next one like that. The next one goes in here like this. Another big one rotated that way. Another little one rotated again this way. And then a tall one. And this mimics what we had in Main Street, USA. And then back over here to this Fantasy Terrain 2, we had this in this corner, like this. And it was styled, once again, using the Pirates theme. Okay, so there is our entrance. And now we can come over here and grab our starting pad. I want to flip it around and I want to bring it over this way. We're going to put it right up here, across from that first tiki. So just like that. All right, so there is our entrance, basically recreating what we had in the original Main Street USA toy box. And now we can build from there. And let's go ahead and move this below the terrain since we're now done. Get that out of sight. Okay, so far so good. Let's see how we doing on time. Well, not too bad. I think we can go a little further. All right, so for the bazaar, let's go ahead and pick up this piece of building here. And we're going to rotate it this way, and I'm going to put 4 of these across. This will be the back side of the interior of the bazaar, the Adventureland bazaar. So there is that. And actually, we need to move this over slightly. Sorry. This needs to move half a block that way, just to make sure there's no gaps. And then for the front of the bazaar, we're going to use this piece. We're going to put this in, actually rotate it. Let's see, which way did we have this? I think it's like that. Yep. And then we'll flip it around and put another one in there. And then over here, we're going to put it with the door up top like that. And then the 4 windows like that. And on the back side over here, and this is why we have that block, half a block in like that, so there's no gap when you look through there. Okay. And let's just go ahead and continue building this over here along the storefront. So this one doesn't really matter, we're just plugging a gap. For this one, we're going to go like this, and then with the 4 windows out, and then the corner here like that. And behind it, put those windows in there. We'll put another smaller storefront here. Another one of these with the door up top. This one back here doesn't matter because it's just plugging a gap. And the windows, again, this one just plugs a gap. For this, we will put the door here on the front like that. We'll cover that up shortly. And then over here, we're going to straddle those 2 buildings like that. And we're going to put one of these. Put it, another one with that side out. Another one of those. And then one of those. Okay, so there is our row of shops along this side of the toy box. All right, building sets group 6 has the Agrabah building pieces, and underneath here we can find the stalls. So for this, I want to place, let's see, I think I had this with the fruit stand here, and a couple of empty ones in the middle. And then in the front, we had the fruit stand over here. We had this canopy stand over here, like that. And around the corner over here, I had an empty stand in this corner. Another fruit stand here. If you have the carpet stand, you can mix that in. For some reason, I'm not able to unlock that in my version of Disney Infinity, which is kind of frustrating, but what are you going to do? And in case you're wondering why I can't unlock it, there's a bug apparently, in Toy Box Speedway, where it knows I've collected all the coins, but it thinks it's unlocked the thing, but it hasn't, so it doesn't show up in my list. And since it thinks it's unlocked it, there's no way to convince it that I haven't. So, I'm kind of stuck. Alright, we need this thatched tree roof house. This is going to be for the Bengal barbecue. We're going to put this in here. Like that. Okay. So now that we've built the inside of this up, we can come back up here and go ahead and put our second floor on top of this. And let me see here. How did I do this? I want to make sure I get this right. So I had this set up with the door here like that. We're going to put 4 of these across. This is putting the ceiling on top of the Adventureland Bazaar. And then along the front, let's see, over on this side we had it set with those windows out like that. And that hides, that's going to end up hiding that door. So like that. Okay. And now we can put roofs on all of these things. So we'll put another roof here. These will go across the front like that. We're going to put this one here like so. So that looks pretty good. Alright. And then we need a roof of some kind back here, so we'll put this one on there like that. Put this one up here like this. And just to save memory, since I haven't used that long roof piece, let's just use this one. I think that would be better. Fewer pieces we load in memory, the better. I kind of wish I had a T here, but I don't think the player is going to notice from street level that that's not a T back there. Okay. And just to mix things up, let's switch this one around like that. Okay, so there are our buildings. And then we can put in a few little details. Be good to have these little lights here for nighttime. So we're going to place one over here. Place one on the other side. Let's see. And one over on this corner. And one over here. And we had another canopy here that I missed. This one sits in here like that. This one sits across the way like this. Okay, and then to cover up that door, let's use this little building nook. So that hides that door pretty effectively. Got another door over here, so putting a balcony up here will make that make sense. So like that. And we got another door here, so a couple of balconies here will help that make sense. And as for that one, there's not really much I can do about that because I got that stand below. So I'm just going to leave that there. Looks a little quirky, but that's all right. Okay. Couple little finishing touches and we'll be done for today. Let's go ahead and put one of these in here. Like so. And we'll put one of these over here. And I'm going to set that to be the pirate theme as well. All right, there we go. There's our shops. So I like how that looks. Well, I think that's enough for today. Next time we'll begin working on the Jungle Cruise. Until then, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video today. If so, please give it a like and leave a comment to let me know. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you like what I'm doing with Disney Infinity, be sure to click my photo in the lower right corner of this video. That's all for me today. I'll see you next time.